Welcome to Talking Dentures, where Simon answers all your questions about dentures.
Yeah, so this next question is from Paul W, and he asks, how long do dentures usually last? Oh, that's a tricky one again. So there are so many variables in the lifespan of a denture. And I think one of the biggest factors in how long a denture lasts is how long your mouth remains the same. So for example, if you have a denture made and you've got 5 of your own teeth and you've got, say, 10 teeth on the denture or 9 teeth on the denture, and then you lose another one of your natural teeth and have to have a tooth added, and then you lose another one and have a tooth added, and that all happens within a couple of years, that denture isn't going to be fit for purpose too much longer after that, because of the way that the mouth heals, the bone shrinks back and teeth that are added on, that really affects the longevity of the denture. But that does depend on the way that the denture is made. If the denture is made of the flexible material, then you can pretty much say goodbye to that denture if you need another tooth, and that denture's completely gone and you need to get a new one, because the flexible dentures are made in nylon and you can't add or repair them. You can, but it's very expensive, and you might as well just get a new denture, which will be the best option. On general, what I normally say to my patients is that a standard denture will last probably about 7 years. After 7 years, you'll have a lot of wear on the teeth. Your own mouth and anatomy would have changed a bit, so you can have exfoliated teeth where they're getting a little bit longer. Gum recession, if you put on weight or you lose weight, can have effect on the fit of the denture, and the types of food that you eat as well. So if you're somebody that likes eating a lot of nuts, for example, that's quite abrasive and is going to wear down the teeth a lot quicker than somebody who just likes eating bananas. But the general rule of thumb is about 7 years, but some people can make a denture last twice as long as that if they look after it. In fact, that's another really important point. If you soak your dentures in a chemical overnight, every night for a year, those dentures are going to be wrecked, and they will lose colour, they will lose their solidness, it breaks the acrylic down, it makes them porous, it makes it far more likely that you're going to get staining on the dentures, which then people then soak them more and use all sorts of chemicals to try and clean them. If you're using the wrong chemicals or you're using them in the wrong way, it's going to have a drastic effect on the length of the life of the denture. So I always say, if you're going to soak your dentures in anything, just 10 minutes. You only need to do it once or twice a week. Any more than that, you're just going to shorten the lifespan of the denture. In fact, that's probably the most common factor in how long a denture lasts. Above everything is the way that it's cleaned. Another thing is what will affect the life of the denture is the acrylic that it's made from, especially the teeth. So if you're having an NHS denture made, which is made as cheaply as possible, the teeth on there are so soft, you'll be lucky to get a couple of years out of an NHS denture. In my experience, I see people that have had NHS dentures made and they last maybe a year, and then they just start breaking, or they're just worn down, and they ever did fit, they don't fit anymore after that time. If you get a really good denture made, let's say a metal framework will just last. If it's a good metal framework, it will just last for years. It will not change. The metal will stay the same. Sometimes you might get a clasp or something fracture off, but generally the actual overall metal frame of the denture is not going to change, but your mouth will. The acrylic part of the denture will change a little bit, but those metal dentures are the ones that tend to just go on for years and years. And when they fail, it's not the metal, it's usually the acrylic. Sometimes the metal fails, but it's usually the acrylic portion, in which at that point you could just have the acrylic part replaced. However, it's better because your mouth's changed quite a bit since that metal was made, so it's usually better just to start from fresh and have a nice new denture with another metal framework.
Thanks for watching, and don't forget to send us your questions. There's a link in the description below. Bye!